Hi there and welcome to Mattissonbass. Today we are going through a process of relicking. We call it relicking. You can have other words for it, vintaging and so on. Anyway, what we do is we take a kind of new bass and make it look like it's 45 years old and been on the road. As you know, probably, Fender Custom Shop does this, and also Fender has a Mexican series that's called Road Worn, that's made kind of this way also, and other brands do it. Some think it's stupid. I don't, because when you have a bass that is worn, whether it's natural worn for 45 years or it's made worn in like 3 days, you get a different feel, a feel of the instrument that a lot of people like. Not only the looks of it, but the way it feels in your hands and to your body. And also, I must say, it might, not always, but depending what you do and how you do it, it might affect the sound also, and hopefully in a positive way. We're right in the middle of the process here, so unfortunately you cannot see the instrument as it was a few days ago. Anyway, this is not an old nitrocellulose lacquer, it's a new one, it's a plastic one. And that is much harder to make look real than a nitrocellulose lacquer. There are different reasons to that, but anyway, we go through many steps to make it look very real. And well, just take a look when we do some very fun beating. Yeah, it's as easy as that. Now anyway, we have made quite a few of these relicings through the years, and each time you find new ways. And I must stress, it's important to, as some brands do, just make the wood or the wood parts, of course, the body and the neck look old, but then they forget about the hardware, the tuners and the bridge and so on. And there, I know on the internet there's a lot of tips how to do it. We have found our own ways, and actually you got to keep something secret. If you go back a few hundred years, everything in luthery was a secret. But nowadays it seems like everything is open, and a lot of things should be, but you got to keep some things secret. So anyway, we're going to make this also look like when the lacquer cracks. I don't know what it's called in English. In Sweden we call it krackelering. But we're not really there yet in the process. Anyway, I'll start this machine here and work a little on it, and we'll come back a little later with some new footages of this. And here he is, Eric, doing all the cracking or the finish, and also the logo. And you see, turn this around and see how it looks on the back. Yeah, so everybody can see it's a new one.
It's original.
Yeah.
Hasn't
and then
done
we have this
here on the
68 bass to look at, to get some ideas. Even if we've done this many times before, it's always good to have something to not replicate, but to look at. So here's a neck from 92 that now, at least on the front, looks like it's from 62 and been on the road for all those years. Yeah? Are you satisfied?
So far so good.
Great. Wow. Hi again. We're in the relicking process of this Fender, and I thought we should show you some work on the neck to make some neck worn after strings and stuff. Let's lower this table a little. One of the things that is, of course, very common, especially if you have played a lot of slapping, but also after hard finger or pick playing, is that the strings hit the fretboard right here after the last fret. You have already some natural worn here, but this neck is just like, it's from '92 I think, so it's not that worn. We use a Dremel with different wheels with, I don't know what you call this in English, but you see it. And then you just check where are the strings passing over the fretboard. You take this. A little like this, and we can start with the G and the E string. Something like that, and then you have for the D string. And the A string. Like that. And then I change to a different one that's a little more spread. Also, of course, you don't want the bass should of course be very good playable. So maybe you have to do a fretwork on it. You're not supposed to make the fret look old, because then it will be not so nice to play it. And of course, on a real old instrument, you also sometimes change your fret and of course do fretwork on it. So that's no problem with having fine frets, but everything else should be worn except the frets. Now it looks polished, so of course we have to put some dirt on here, but we'll show you the dirt in another sequence, another film sequence. Yeah. Hi, and welcome to the final cut of this Fender relicking process. We haven't shown you that very much in detail, but we've talked a little about it, shown you some pictures, some clips of this relicking. Let's take a look at it right now. Here we are drilling through the body to install these strings through body inserts at the back of the bass, but also we've of course been drilling right through this bridge, and you can see how it looks, the cracking, everything, the headstock, and also what we've done on the back of the neck to make that natural looking worn. Also, you can look at the screws and see that they have some corrosion and rust and stuff. But we decided not to make this hardware too gross, because most of the time you haven't had your bass in standing in rain for 30 years of that period and stuff like that. So normally the hardware is not that very gross. So we've done what I think just the right amount of grossness. And we sure hope the customers is gonna be satisfied with this one. Well, actually he is. He's already seen it. But right now we're just assembling those inserts. And of course we have to make these a little worn too. And we'll show you a fast clip when it's strung up and played. Thank you. And now that we have been drilling for this string through body, ferrules, and also through the bridge, we have to also make the edges of the holes here to be smooth, so that the strings are not breaking there. Also, I must show you here, we are doing a Mattisson Series 1 with cracking, a relic model here for a Mattisson Series 1 in a wonderful orange color. See if you can see some of the cracking we've done. Actually, these that you see right now are natural. They are naturally cracked. But then we are continuing here. I can see it's hard to see in this light. Here you can see some. And also this Fender with the string through body ferrules.